Hello and welcome. Today's exciting episode is it was going to be a black and white fabric haul, but I made 2 dresses out of 4 of those fabrics, so you know.
Perfect. Perfect jacket.
I was hoping to have a tweed jacket episode today, but I had quite the week, so we're doing the fabric haul. The fabric haul that I tried to do this time last week, except I got distracted and made those 2 dresses on the left and the right. This front one I also finished, but I didn't do it start to finish. So yeah, there you go. There's some of the black and white fabrics, and it's the reason why this fabric haul you're about to see is more sort of black and white adjacent rather than black and white. Anyway, that is the riveting backstory, and that's the raccoon fabric. So cute. Okay, we have a mix of fabrics here. Some are destined to be dresses, some shirts, there's also some jacket fabrics here. Not tweeds, but fashion fabrics I'm going to use for jackets. So we'll start with this vintage-inspired floral. I don't know if it's supposed to be 1940s or 1980s, because the 80s was very 1930s, 1940s influence with those big shoulders. So, and the really narrow waist. So yeah, this simplicity shirt and overalls pattern from the 1940s is what I had in mind for this, because yeah, I just love vintage florals. This one's unusual. I don't normally go for that burgundy color, but I don't know, something about this. It's such a really nice mix and not like anything I had. Oh, and it's cotton, obviously. So the next one is just hilarious. I think we're going for the, yep. This one, I just felt like they put every design element they possibly could in this one. It's a synthetic, so a poly or whatever. I hardly ever buy synthetic fabrics, but this one I just laughed out loud when I saw it because it's so bright and cheerful, but it's a snake and it's got coral and peach and apricot and gold and on an ivory base with black, and I don't know, it's just so funny, but in a cute way. And yeah, I think it's supposed to be cool or something, but it's just adorable. And yes, so I only got 1 yard and I'm going to make a jacket out of it. And I'm going to put some bridal tulle over the top, which is it looks quite fragile, but is actually quite strong. So it will protect the flimsier fabric underneath. So the layers will be structural layer, then flimsy fashion fabric, then the bridal tulle over the top, and I'll cut all those layers out for each of the pieces, then sort of pin them all together and sew them all together as one. So yeah, and then of course I'm going to overbead it, but the tulle's just there to protect it. And yeah, so that would be fun to bead. I don't know how I'm going to bead it, maybe gold or black, I'm not sure. Anyway, but also the idea of coral and peach just seems hilarious. Okay, this is, you can't really tell because the sunlight is hitting it so hard, but it's black. Now, if you have seen that fashion documentary, it's quite a few years old now, but I still watch it every now and again, the September issue. And it's basically about them, the whole of the Vogue team getting together the September issue, which is the biggest issue each year. They sell the most ad space in that one. Anyway, Grace is a stylist, she's like the stylist, and she and Anna bicker the whole time during this documentary. And in one of her photo shoots is about texture, and she has this garment that looks like it's a garbage bag. Well, it's rubber, and everyone calls it a garbage bag. And I saw this fabric, it's actually a lame or lame, however you pronounce it, in black. And yeah, it just made me laugh because I was like, it's a garbage bag. It's a garbage bag. So I'm going to turn it into a jacket. That's why I bought it. But yeah, I bought it to make it a jacket, but I'm going to call it a garbage bag the whole time. I mean, the thing that I absolutely love about it is that textural element and how it does look like a garbage bag. So maybe I'll make the structural layer of the jacket and then drape over the actual fashion fabric. That way I can keep some of the folds like you get in a garbage bag, maybe. I also don't know how I'm going to bead it. Anyway, the next fabric we have is a denim, but it's also camouflage. I've always wanted a camouflage tweed and they just don't do them. That's not really, it would just take so much extra fabric, extra yarn inside it to make it camouflage. But anyway, so that's why I'm obsessed with camouflage fabrics. And there was a denim with camouflage on it, so of course I bought it. I just bought 1 yard, so I'm going to, I guess I could make a skirt or something, but yeah, I bought it to make a jacket out of. It literally just only occurred to me when I was filming this that I could make a denim jacket out of it, like an actual denim jacket out of it, but because it is denim. But yeah, I was going to make a Chanel style jacket and bead it in all those colors because I've got loads of seed beads in like khaki, olive, sand, beige, brown. So yeah, that's what I bought it for, but we shall see. Maybe something else. I've got a motorbike jacket, so I could do it as that. That would be interesting. Anyway, the next one is a fashion fabric, I do believe. Oh no, we're going for the flannel. This is a flannel, can you believe it? I don't think I've ever seen, and it's sort of actually navy and creamy white rather than black and white. But yeah, the navy blue is really, really dark and it's so fluffy and soft. It's like beautiful flannel and it's got this gorgeous floral on it, and I really want to make a shirt for the cooler months that's nice and soft and fluffy. So yeah, when I was a kid I had a couple of vintage floral shirts and a couple of them were flannel, and they're just so comfortable and they age beautifully. So I just thought, I've got loads of Vogue, actually McCall's and Simplicity, loads of shirt patterns that I want to try out. So I thought this is a gorgeous print and I will make a shirt out of it. So that is what I'm going to do. And then next, yes, now we're going for the dress fabric. This I bought to make a 1939 dress out of, but now that I see it, I don't know. When I bought it, I was like, oh, pink and blue together, because I love those colors together. But yeah, I'm like laser focused, only focused on the pink and the blue together. And this is a 1939 pattern. It's gorgeous, but it looks like a 1930s dress, and this does not look like a 1930s. I mean, sometimes I do like the juxtaposition, but I just don't think they match. So I'll probably make a layer cake dress out of it, or, you know, how this is a mix of 2 different fabrics. I think I'll do the same with this. I'll mix, it's actually 3 yards this. So I might use it for a different type of vintage dress or mix it with something else. I mean, if you added more of any other color, I think it would get better. Like if you added more hot pink, it would look adorable. You added more blue, it would look adorable. It just needs a little something. So, I mean, that galaxy one and this one would look absolutely gorgeous together. It would pick up the orange and the deep reds. So maybe. But anyway, this is a cotton sateen. And what I was thinking with this one, on Instagram, I rarely get ads, but I do always get them for this Spanish company and this Italian company that makes skirts. And yeah, they're just gorgeous fabrics in really, really simple skirts with like 4 or 8 pleats at the top, simple band, and just, you know, 2-3 yards of gorgeous fabric. So I got 2 yards of this, but it's like full on fashion width. It's 60 inches. And so it's going to make a beautiful opera length skirt. I'm not sure what you call them. I was a music kid, so we had a concert, it was called a concert skirt or an opera skirt, and it's, you know, the ones that we sit down, it sort of goes right down to the ground and looks very classic. But they're absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, it's a beautiful print. So I thought I'll make it up as one of those really simple, classic European style long skirts. And next we have, this is a synthetic fabric as well, a poly. And I just like the bird of paradise. The scale is just so weird on this fabric. Like the flowers are massive and the bird of paradise birds are like the size, maybe they're supposed to be finches. I don't know, because they're tiny compared to the flowers and foliage. It's so weird, but I love the colours. I only bought 1 yard of it. So either I'll put it in a layer cake dress or I can use it to make a jacket. And I'll just, again, I've got a black bridal tulle and put that over the top because on its own it's not robust enough to be an outerwear fabric. But I can strengthen it with the expensive tulle. Okay, so next we have it's a sequins and it looks like dragon scales. They're so cool. This one it's like punk concrete. I just love it so much. And as I said before, I've got a motorbike jacket pattern. It's McCall's I think it might be McCall's. And I also have Vogue 1536, that cropped one that I made the burnt orange sequin jacket out of. It has long flared sleeves and it's quite cropped. That would be a good one as well. Anyway, and I've got these beads that are sort of spikes but they're held on with stitches, so it's a bead, but it's a spike. Anyway, so I thought I might use them up on this jacket and lots of other silver, or I don't know. I just think it looks so cool. So I guess I could put black beads on there. Anyway, I definitely want to make that up into a jacket because it's so cool. And the next one is, it's this really expensive, really heavy lace. It's like a bridal lace and they only had 2 yards of it. If you were buying this sort of lace, you'd want at least 3 or 4 yards to make a really full princess style gown. And it's just beautiful. It's these big roses. And I've got enough to actually, have you seen that movie? It's quite old now, Reality Bites. And Winona Ryder wears this lace dress. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I could make that dress. But I'm not going to. I would never wear it. But I think I will do a twinsy thing. Like I'll make 2, because 2 yards, that's enough to make 2 jackets. So I think I'll do one that's whites and ivories, and then the other one that has like a different colour underneath it, because the lace has got quite a few holes in it. No, on purpose. And the edge is like all shaped as well, scalloped as well. So I think I'll bead one that's just whites and creams, and then the other one I'll have a contrasting fabric underneath, and maybe I just have that one handy, but I think maybe navy blue underneath. The contrast, like a darker one underneath, just shows off the beauty of the cutouts of the lace so well. Whereas, and I was thinking maybe I could also use just a bright coloured silk underneath it, and that way it would sort of highlight. I don't know. I just know that I want to make 2 jackets out of it, and I want them to be really different. I guess I could just use different jacket patterns as well, like the dolman sleeve one and then a Chanel style cardigan type jacket, and build from there. But I just want to see how different I can make 2 jackets from the same base fabric. I think that would be an interesting exercise. So there you go. That's everything. They're not very black and white, are they? There is like one white lace and the garbage one the trash bag one is black. So there you go. That is all my black and white fabrics, and also the raccoon one and the 2 Christmas prints and the lily ones that I made into the dresses last week. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that galaxy print. If you've got a good idea for 3 yards of rainbow galaxy print fabric, let me know. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it. But I'm really looking forward to working with that concrete sequin one that is just so weird. And mainly the jacket ones, really. They're just all really quirky, interesting jacket ones. Oh, but also that flannel. Oh, and this one, 1940s shirt. That's going to be beautiful. This snake one, it's so funny. And my trash bag one. Oh, I can wear it with my trash panda dress. And my camouflage, this one is going to be so nice and toasty warm in the cooler months. I'll have to put that on the top of the to make pile. And then this one, yeah, I don't know. I do kind of like the orange, the idea of the orange in this one matching with the galaxy print though. So, and my concrete punky jacket. I hope that one turns out nicely. Sometimes I buy things and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be crushed if this one doesn't look good. And these birds, they're just so tiny compared to the flowers. It's weird. And then finally the heavy lace. It is so heavy. There's 2 yards of it and it's really, really wide fabric. So it's like weightlifting, picking up that bit of fabric. Those jackets are going to be amazing. I'm going to have to use expensive beads. Sometimes you look at a fabric and you're like, ooh, this needs expensive beads, this one. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this slightly ambling, slightly chaotic fabric haul of fabrics that I, very much looking forward to using. Happy sewing!